6 months since I was diagnosed with adjustment disorder, that too in 2024, the same year. The worst part was the year which I planned to be productive, life changing, and memorable. It tended to become one of the most challenging one. But what can we do? What happened happens. So hi everyone, this side Hitanshu and I will be sharing a never discussed perks of living in Canada. And by the end of the video, you would be able to gather important steps on how you can fix your life struggles, anxiety issues, or even various disorders if you are part of the similar situation. As my theater coach used to say, it's not the end of the world, but by mid of February 2024, it started becoming one. While everything was going well in terms of job, personal life, suddenly back-to-back instances started taking place at workplace and personal life, which led myself into the situation of seeking professional expertise of a counselor and a doctor. But luckily, because with my past history of being part of road track since 2015, I was able to recall my mental well-being sessions, mental health seminars taken up by my dear friend at that time, Miss Shreya, and her words, being a professional expert in the domain of mental health, were going through back of my mind, because of which I was able to self-evaluate myself and all the symptoms and mood swings that within a week I called 811, the number which saved me. Rather than waiting for situation to get worse, I was able to seek multiple specialists with the help of health card provided by the Canadian government. I must say, if you are into any trauma, stressful situation, mood swing, health concern, please never be afraid of connecting with health experts in Canada, because they are there for you, as they're gonna help you out in many ways. So talking about what were the symptoms and how it happened, or how you can even relate to it, it might be possible that you are going through some family problems. It might be your brother, mother, father, cousins, anyone, or even every day you are stressed up with the financial situation of loan, lending money to your friends and they are not returning you back. Even it might be possible that your workplace is getting toxic for you, or suddenly you come across a big responsibility of financial crunch that you might even lose your job, and your love of life is also not with you. You are alone dealing with everything. No one is understanding you. You are all alone in this country. There can be n number of scenarios, but what worse can happen is they all will not happen at the same time. And exactly, I was thinking that this all cannot happen at the same time. But law of attraction, I attracted them all together, resulting in the diagnosis of adjustment disorder just 6 months ago. It might be possible if you are hanging on till now, you might be thinking that how it even possible, or how it feels, or the social media looks so good, life is looking so amazing. Is it even possible? Then here are some of the situations that you might also going through with while dealing with all the mess in your life. And these situations might help you in diagnosis that are you also dealing with the same mental stress which I was. Loss of appetite. It will be very difficult for you to eat, and like me, I was always have a feel of full stomach, or even if I was trying to eat, I just go out and vomit, which stayed with me for a couple of days. Lots of sleep or no sleep. I feel like either I was just sleeping too much, or I was staying with so many hours, so many questions and thoughts, which makes me going crazy, irritating. And when so many people are around you, so many talks are going on, you just tend to feel like, no, just leave me alone. My control over my emotion was very weak. I was hyperactive with the feeling of getting easily annoyed. There were so many instances where I was dealing with the feel of hurting myself. Luckily, it was never a suicidal thought. The first 2 months were so stressful for me that I went on becoming a totally different person, which I had never seen myself in my life. My personality, my social behavior, my communication, everything was changed. Even if I wanted people to stay, I was not able to make them stay. I was losing friends. And from being an extrovert, I went on becoming an introvert person. And was the first time everything was happening around me. And that was a time when I started taking therapy sessions along with the prescribed medications from GP for controlling my behavior, my anxiety, my depression, my adjustment, and to get out of the mess I was in. Why I'm sharing this story of mine with you is just because if ever you find yourself in the same situation, please don't give up on yourself. Don't ever hesitate to discuss about your mental health with a professional expert, because in this situation also no one will be able to understand you better, and you will be requiring a person to not judge you, just to listen you, and that's only a counselor can help you out with. So by now I just shared what I have been through, but in next video I will be sharing what steps I took to better myself and suddenly took out myself from the situation of self torture, from just hurting myself daily, from being alone, to get on track, to work upon my goal, on my future. So please gather yourself, and you are not alone in this struggle. Thank you for staying till now, and see you in the next video.